Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all doing this morning? It is so good to see you. It is so good that we are all gathered together on one accord. Isn't that a beautiful thing? It reminds you that you're not on your own. You are not alone. None of us is alone. We're together. It reminds me of a song that Sister Mitchell used to sing when we visit her church on the west side of Detroit. Just do a little bit of it. You better move if the Spirit say move. You better move if the Spirit say move. If the Spirit say move, my sister, my brother, you better move. Oh yeah, you better move if the Spirit say move. And I remember that clear as day. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O God. Please join me in a brief prayer. Holy Spirit, allow us to be in sync and in total awareness of the divine in us. Show us how to tune in on one accord to be a blessing unto ourselves and to each other and to the planet. Allow us to be aware in the unfolding of our divine assignments. Amen. Good morning again, beautiful souls. I'm just going to call you beautiful souls. Is that okay? Anybody in opposition to that? Okay, so from now on, I'll be referring to you, my Unity of Connecticut family, as a beautiful soul. I feel so at home here. It's been quite a while. I think I was here. I don't know when I was here. It could be 10 years. It could be 8 years. But anyway, I'm here now. That's the point, right? And so I'm happy to be here. And I'm the kind of person that if you agree with something I'm saying, I don't mind if you speak back to me. I don't mind if you say, yeah, that's it. Or I don't know, okay? Either one is fine with me. What a gift to be in community with you and to renew and refresh and re-energize ourselves simultaneously and to repurpose our divine alignment. It feels kind of like a miracle being activated when we are together. In the book of Isaiah, the 40th chapter, the 31st verse, the prophet Isaiah says, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Wait on the Lord. A poem titled Cherish. Y'all can help me with this right here. Just your finger right here. Yes. And smile a little bit. Give me some good energy. Smile at the person on your right and your left. You don't have to say a word. Just smile. Acknowledge their presence. We all need to be acknowledged. Here's the poem. We all born on purpose to express the divine in us. We all born with gifts. Scriptures say our gifts make room for us. We all live breathing, inhaling messages of unblemished enlightenment upon ourselves. Our time, right here, right now, or how much time we have left is unknown to us. So I tell you, hold on to all you cherish in the gateways of prayer. For whenever next life comes, we ride through to promised land on regal victory. I tell you, hold on to all you cherish in the gateways of prayer. Hold on to all you cherish flourish in the gateways of prayer. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Thank you, Kim. When we are in a low place, reaching for a higher place, I forgot to say good morning to everybody that's watching online. I didn't forget you. Good morning. Okay, good morning. You are not forgotten. You are here with us. You prayed up. You affirmed up, just like the rest of us. You are not alone. All right, want to make sure I got that in. We're in a low place, reaching for a higher place. It doesn't feel good, does it? Okay? It feels muddy, cruddy, icky, unbalanced, off-center, right? Ever been in a state of sadness and disappointment that you can't seem to shake? You take out your ready-made toolbox of affirmations and prayers and scriptures, and you want to move through that rough spot as quickly as possible. Am I right? But nothing seems to be working. Usually the 23rd Psalm can get me centered, or the 91st Psalm of protection. They call that the 911. Like, now reach out for 911, 91st Psalm, first. But my friends tell me that you're supposed to put your name there instead of the he that dwells, you put your name in. So Kenneth that dwells, or Maria who dwells, or Lee who dwells, or Douglas who dwells, or Gha'il who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. It calls forth God's protecting power. The way I look at it, we should all give ourselves permission to cover ourselves, to set it up for the way you need it to be. Going into that secret place, even when it's not quiet, is usually a safe refuge for me. But when life takes you on an unexpected journey of weaves and turns and spin-outs, and you find yourself on the couch, in your living room, on a Zoom call, with a therapist that has been designated to help you figure it all out, you realize it's going to take more than your normal set of tools this time around. It's going to take way more than a day or two, especially when you get the call that one of your favorite nephews, and trust me, they're all my favorite, has transitioned. And life becomes a blur. How can I separate one day from the next? And then even though it's 3 years in between, it feels like 3 days. And your sister, who is like a second mother to you, takes her exit from the planet, and then before the year is out, another nephew calls and says he wants to experience the beauty of New York City at Christmas, and the day he's supposed to call me to set it all up, I'm on the phone with his mother who says, Gha'il, I just got a call. Pray, Gha'il, she says into the phone. He doesn't make it. I tell you, you can't make these things up. My sister who transitioned had 3 beautiful daughters. We grew up more like sisters than aunties and nieces. I get the call, the middle one, gone. And 1 year later, I get another call, the oldest one, gone also. So needless to say, this grief support therapist is about to get it all. Persian proverb, he who wants a rose must respect the thorn. You hear yourself telling the therapist that there's been a pileup. The therapist doesn't understand. What do you mean a pileup? So I explained the best way I can about the pain piling up in my life. I said, you know, it's kind of like you're driving down the highway and somebody's going too fast, and so they crash into another car, but nobody else gets a chance to stop. And next thing you know, it's a pileup. I have a pileup. I have an emotional pileup. Too much, too soon, no time to recover in between. The therapist goes silent on me, tells me it's an amazing metaphor. But then she gives it a really good try by asking me, well, how are you doing in all of this? And what's going on with you? And this isn't working for me. So then You try talking to regular people, just regular folks that don't wear titles and degrees. Good people who try really hard to be there for you. But sometimes people say things and ask questions that don't make sense. Like, well, God don't give you no more than you can bear. Well, how do you know how much I can bear? I don't even know myself. And this is the one that really gets me now. You go there and you be strong. You just go home and you be strong for your family. But I asked you, church family, this morning, why do I always have to be the strong one? Do you ever feel like you have to be the strong one all the time? I mean, don't the strong people get a break sometime? We give us strong people a break. Eckhart Tolle emphasizes being in the present moment. So let's do that for a moment this morning. Let's just dwell in the present moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Pay attention to your breath. Notice that your lungs are expanding and contracting on their own without your direction. We are sitting here on one accord. We are safe. Isn't that beautiful to know? We are in the present moment. Who are you? That beautiful soul sitting right here, right now. Eckhart Tolle says the past has no power over the present moment. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful to the evolution of your consciousness, and realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Gradually, I discovered and continue to discover who I am in all of this. I discovered that even through the grief, the things that are prescribed for all don't necessarily work for me. So I end up choosing my own path. I realize that there's no one size fits all when it comes to finding yourself in the midst of it all. So what do? I take the road less traveled that M. Scott Peck once spoke about. I isolate, but I safely isolate. I spiritually isolate. The ones who know me and love me know where I am, and they know that I'm safe. But I go into like a zone where I have to feel like I take care of myself. But I communicate only when necessary. But I tell you this, affirmation after affirmation, prayer after prayer, self-talk after self-talk with myself in the mirror over and over and over again, eventually getting to a place with the therapist where we reached a dead end. She was interested in hearing the highlights of my journey rather than helping me unload the heaviness. Eventually, I got back to where I started, that scripture. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and untangle and repeat. The definition is the Lord is the law. The law says if I allow myself to believe that there is still divine order in my life, that my strength could be renewed, that my consciousness could expand and rise up 20,000 feet, 30 miles per hour, diving for prey at 100 miles per hour. The white-tailed eagle has wings. The white-tailed eagle has wings as wide as 8 feet long. I was beginning to snap out. Let's snap out this morning. Just snap your finger a little bit. Let's snap. Let's snap. Let's shift the atmosphere. Snap it out. Snap it out. Snap out the disappointment. Snap out the depression. Snap it out. We don't need it. Snap it out. Get rid of it. Snap it. Snap it. Snap it. That's it. That's it. It's already shifted. Take that deep breath in. We have shifted the atmosphere on our behalf. We have moved forward. One day I woke up and I realized it's not over. There is still so much life to be lived. so many classes to teach, so many books to write, workshops to facilitate, so many stages waiting for me to perform on all over the planet. There is always more. Everybody, there's always more. There's always more. There is always more. You don't reach some plateau. You don't reach some age. You don't reach some designated situation and all of a sudden say, oh my God, it's over. It's not over. That's just a situation waiting there for you to grow through it and to know through it and to know and remember who you are. The more awaits your permission. I have a question for you this morning. Is it possible for you to gather enough courage to give yourself permission to choose your own path? Permission to maintain the path? Permission to practice being your full self on the path, designed and crafted by you? Permission to make mistakes and to love yourself through those mistakes? Permission to let yourself off the hook? Permission to be the beautiful soul that is evolving as you. The life that has your name on it. I got an idea. How about this? Let's just take a moment to feel, to imagine what it would feel like if we right now all together blessed every single area of our lives. So bless your body and go ahead and bless your health and go ahead and bless your home and go ahead and bless the people that you live with, the people that you work with. Bless this planet. Bless the people who are in need of food. Bless people who are in need of a place to live. Bless people who need a warm blanket. Just bless. Just apply all of our combined blessings. And we are penetrating the atmosphere with this right now. This is beautiful. Repeat after me. I am open and receptive.
I am open and receptive
to my divine good.
to my divine good.
Now, can I ask you to sit up just a little bit? Can I ask you to take a little bit more ownership of that? Because we kind of just said it kind of like, yeah. Okay, but let's say it and mean it and feel it. I am open and receptive.
I am open and receptive.
Doesn't that feel better? Doesn't that sound better? To my divine good.
To my divine good.
Say it 3 times. Go ahead in your own time. We don't have to say it in sync. I am open and receptive to my divine good. I am open and receptive to my divine good. I am open and receptive to my divine good. Amen. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That should shift you. You should notice the difference. Make sure you notice the difference. Make sure you pay attention to yourself. We spend so much time paying attention to everybody else, but when do you check in with yourself? When do you get a chance to check in with yourself? African proverb. As long as you speak their names and tell their stories, they are still alive. As long as you speak their names and tell their stories, they are still alive. I'm sure you've all heard this quote usually associated with Einstein. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So I know for sure that my loved ones are still close by. And I know that it's impossible for me to dissect all the years of love and all the years of the challenges that we had together, but I know I shared hundreds of, I love you, 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 good to see you, baby, I love you, I love you. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them. Even if you're not on good terms with them, just say, I just want to just say one thing, I love you, that's it, walk away. But make sure that you say it, because when you can't say it anymore, you're going to feel like, oh my God, did I say enough? I love you. Make sure you tell yourself that you love yourself too. Stand in the mirror and just say, I love you, me and you, we've been in this together for a long time. I love you. Make sure you do that, because that's important as well. I'll share some nuggets of wisdom from my family, and I want you to pass them on to the people that you love and care about. So my first nephew who went on, His name was Keon. He always say, keep your head up. Keep your head up. So I'm telling you this morning, keep your head up. Keep your head up. And my sister who passed away, who was like my second mother to me, she'd always say, oh, I'm blessed by the Most High God. And we would just get in her car and just do the craziest things. Like one Christmas I was in Detroit, and the snow was here, and visibility was about zero. We got in the car and we just decided that we were going to wish everybody that we passed by, whether they were walking, whether they were on a bike, a happy holiday or happy Kwanzaa. We rolled down the window. The people said, what's going on? What's going on? Happy holiday. Happy holiday. And we would just shift them. We did that to like 20, 30 people. And we would just close the windows and just laugh like little children. So pass your good tidings along. When you wake up in the morning, embrace yourself, immerse yourself in goodness and mercy, so that when you go outside and you connect with other people, you're already prayed up, you're already smiled up, you're already strong enough, so no matter what happens, you can keep it moving. Even if you have the worst kind of interaction with another human being, you can just keep it moving. Always keep it moving. So my nephew Azel, his last text to me was dated December 15th, 2020 at 10:20 a.m. And he said in his text, "You be looking so young and vibrant, Auntie. You ain't never lost a beat." You ain't never lost your beat. You still got your rhythm. You still got your inner flow. Am I right? Don't lose your beat. Don't lose your beat. Now, my precious niece, who we nicknamed Augusta D.A., she was seen shopping hours before she transitioned. The shopping cart was filled and overflowing. I saw a picture. She looked happy. So I'll just say she just about shopped until she dropped. Okay? It did happen like that. Now, her sister, my niece Dot, taught me my first lessons in forgiveness, because every single night after dinner we would fight, because they lived in the house with us. When my sister would break up with her husband, and they would be fighting, they would come to our house, and then my nieces were right there. So that's why we grew up like sisters. We would fight after dinner, and I don't mean dainty girl fighting. I mean, we fought in the backyard, down the stairs, in the mud. We would pull out each other's hair. We were going for it. But by the time we had our baths and it was bedtime and snacks, we would be best friends again until the next night. I can't remember why we fought, but I do remember that we forgave each other. I love these nuggets of wisdom because they help me to reset and reframe whenever I get off track. So I got a few more nuggets of wisdom I'm going to share with you before I close out. I do a series in New York called Pajama Monologues, and whenever you hear that I'm doing it, you're always welcome to come down. But it's women who express creatively, let me just put it that way. But in Pajama Monologues, the last one, these are some of the affirmations that came out of it. I'll just share them with you, and you can repeat after me. I am light.
I am light.
I am light.
I am light.
Not just the physical light that's shining on me right now, but light. Stop carrying all that heavy stuff from years ago that you don't need it anymore. It's too heavy and it's not doing you any good. It's weighing you down. You're too young and too beautiful and too vibrant and too necessary. You matter. You are enough. Stop it. Stop it. Put it down. It's over with. Move on. I am alive.
I am alive.
And really embrace that I. I am alive.
I am alive.
I am alive.
I am alive.
Beautiful, beautiful. Joy. Look for joy in every moment. Joy. 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 Let's penetrate joy. Come on. Joy. 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 Such a beautiful, simple thing. I am uniquely authentic.
I am uniquely authentic.
Now that's one. That's the one. Because aren't we still sometimes always comparing ourselves to somebody else? Stop it. They're doing the same thing. They're looking at you and wishing they had what you had. And you wishing what you had somebody else had was across the street for you. You don't know what they're going through. You don't want somebody else's problems. You be chasing yours back if you knew what somebody else had. Grace, call upon grace. One of the women shared with us that she had several rounds of chemotherapy, but she told the therapist, I'm going to take my bald head and my spaghetti strap dress and I'm going to keep on dancing, because she was a dancer and they told her to stop dancing. She was like, mm-mm. So everywhere I go, whether I'm performing, whether I'm teaching, I'm always putting a spin on it. So this summer I was teaching spoken word, public speaking, and creative writing. And they had this big meeting that we had to all attend. And this lady who was supposed to be like in charge of everything, you know, one of those in charge people, she came and she was looking all in charge on the Zoom, right? And I was looking at her through my Zoom. I was like, mm-hmm. And she said, once a child is diagnosed with stuttering, they never get over the stuttering. And I'm in my living room going, I have heard so many people overcome stuttering. James Earl Jones, the actor, Eric Key Lassell, actor, he was on Emergency and now he directs all over the place. He had a terrible stutter. Juilliard kicked him out. And then he went to NYU and he was able to work on his stutter. He became amazing and he still is amazing. So they sent some kids to my class with special needs. But they don't call it special needs anymore. They call it neurodivergent. That's why she was there. So it's neurodivergent. And then they gave me this file that I'm supposed to look at. And you know what? I didn't make like a decision. I'm not going to look at the file. I just never got around to looking at the file. I just accepted each kid as they walked in. I just met them where they were. I didn't want anything attached to them other than you're here, you're right now, you're in my class. So I had this one young man and I'm saying to the class, okay, I am a blade of brown grass. And other kids were, I'm a blade of brown grass turning green. I'm a blade of brown grass. I'm waiting to turn, waiting for the sun to shine on me. And this one kid said, I'm a blade of brown grass for somebody do on me. I said, He said, you don't like that, Miss Gha'il, do you? I said, no, I don't, but I like that you're using your imagination. But he said, I won't do it no more, Miss Gha'il. I said, thank you so much, honey. And you know what? He never did. I met him where he was. He just wanted to try me out and see how far he could go. And do you know he wrote some beautiful poetry? I was so proud of him. At the last day, he wanted me, Miss Gha'il, I want you to be my mother. This Miss Gha'il, Mama. This Miss Gha'il. This my mother. And wanted to take pictures with me. Come on, smile with me, Miss Gha'il. And it was just beautiful. So, meet people where they are. Percussionist, acupuncturist, herbalist, martial artist, and programmer and professor Milton Graves, also a pioneer of free dress, took it upon himself to record and document the heartbeats of clients while receiving acupuncture. He noticed that most of us have a 6/8 heart rhythm, undulations with varying degrees of frequency and vibration and melody. Professor Graves took his work to a group of research scientists in Bologna, Italy, where they realized that one specific melody at a certain vibration and velocity and pitch could actually stimulate stem cells. So a man, a musician, his name is Michael Stillwater. You might have heard of him. He has a lot of different titles, but I won't go into it. He spoke recently in New York, and I went up to him afterwards. We had a brief conversation, and he told me that singing and humming heals us first before it heals the rest of the people that were listening. So you actually get a healing when you're doing what you're supposed to do, when you're using your gift, if your gift is singing, whatever your gift is. And that is the reason why I believe that our grandmamas were always humming. And when something went bad, she would, come here, baby, what's going on? Come to grandma. Put your hand right there, and you feel that good vibration that grandma has set up for you. So I believe that we, each of us, if we practice this enough, has the ability to heal ourselves. We have the ability to talk to ourselves and to talk to our cells and to talk to our muscles and our organs and our circulatory system. We have that ability. All we have to do is practice it. So I would say to you this morning, in this new season, I encourage you, each of you, to take ownership of your life. So much is waiting on your yes. So in spite of seeming limitations, doubts, and fears, your worries about the past and the present, I urge you to stay in this now moment. Now is where it's all happening. Toni Morrison said, "You are your best thing." How could it possibly be over when we're just getting started? Let's continue to show up for yourselves. And as we prepare for meditation, I like to say this quote by Gandhi: "If we have listening ears, God speaks to us in our own language, whatever that language is." Let's close our eyes and relax our souls. Let's remember the significance of who we are. Powerful, you are. Bold, you are. Brilliant, you are. Uniquely authentic, yes, you are. God is here, and we are safe. I'd like to offer you the opportunity to reconnect with the rhythm of your soul, to reconnect with the vibration that you are in this universe, and relax into this beautiful moment. You ain't never lost your beat. Open the doors of gratitude. Love is here. Life is here. Harmony is here. Breath is here. This is just the beginning. You are the best thing. Every fiber of your being is open and receptive to an eternal consciousness of good. Trust the path that you are on. It is good. The present moment is where it all is. You are safe. You are abundant. You are prosperous. You are whole. You are healthy. You are full of joy and possibility. It's not over. It is just